Hey, mic check, mic check. All right. Hello, families, Rap Raven. Wow, this heat beat me up, mate. All right. Welcome to the Black Band Broadcast. Let me see if my machine will load my PDF at a satisfactory speed. Welcome all on this glorious day. Another day we are promoting Black Betterment on the Black Betterment Broadcast. This is where's the has it opened yet? Let's see if it's open. Let's try it now. Present. Did I open it or did it not? Present, screen share. Aha. And then Windows, yep. And then that one. Ta-da. Now hopefully that's doesn't slow everything down. My machine's acting very slow today. Is that really compressed? I hope not. How big is this file? Hold on. I think last time we found out that these files I was making was a bit way too big. And that's why I think you should track. And maybe that's what it is now. It looks like it's doing the same. Oh, you absolutely terrible. All right, fam, I'm just going to talk on waffle while my machine gets used. So we got a fantastic time. Oh, it looks like it is open though. It looks bigger than normal though, doesn't it? Oh, this is annoying. But yeah, welcome to Black Band Broadcast. This is the 201 show, first show. Is that you say? You can tell I'm tired. Go tell a friend, we're live. Let me. Oh, this is annoying. So I would like to skip the thing, but you know how we start is we've always started. I was going to go through the intro, but we have a fantastic show today for you guys. One of the topics we'll be covering is if you haven't heard about this Argentinian chant. That's right, there's an Argentinian football team, that is, the FIFA football team. And they made a chant against France. France having a team predominantly of Black African players for the most part, from the diaspora in the France ex-colonies. And they're playing for France, and the Argentinians made a song about that, as they do. Argentina, a very important country when it comes to understanding anti-Black racism. Probably the most successful anti-Black country historically, anyway. When it comes to actually defeating Black people and minimizing and lowering and completely eradicating Black people, very successful. And their techniques have done. You see get repeated nowadays in different countries, different ways, but similar. But but no doubt, this is annoying me now. So you go through me, family. My thing is just tracking like a madman. It's getting on my nerves, big time. Have I opened the wrong one or something? Forgive me, fam. I'm just gonna let me stop this. Let me stop this. I'm giving me 4 seconds to stop this. While I look at what's going on with my machine. This happened before when my machine was struggling. Come on, just Spider-Man kind of pace. Anyway, yeah. if only you could see my screen, it's comedy. It's like my mouse is flying everywhere, and it's like a ghost has possessed it. It's been happening for the last couple of weeks. Let me see if I can stop screen share. Stop. There you go. Stop it. Excellent. Now, yeah, so it's definitely the bloody screen share. Anyway, whatever. Welcome to the Betterment Broadcast. We're going to. I've got some. I forget all the intros and stuff because you know what? I have to review. I'm gonna have to review this document thing. Just maybe I need to cut it down or compress it or some rubbish. I don't know. But I'll start. As we've always started, don't forget we're going to send the link out. Don't forget the 4D values, which is discipline, dedication, dignity, and discernment. And also jot your geography language if possible. Okay, so here's, now let me read it. You can't see it, but I'll read it out. Argentina Anti-Black chants. Interesting word right there. We discuss anti-Black chants in football, playing for colonizing countries, and the history of anti-Black racism in Argentina. And then we have entitlement to Black spaces. We discuss what actions leads to non-Black people feeling entitled to Black spaces and the ownership of Black culture. Aha, there you go. What a terrible film. But let me actually. Good morning, brother Dominic. Very important contributor to the show. Thank you for the links. Let me open the video while I see if I can work out how to compress this terrible file. All right, there we go. So far, so good. Let's go to the shows, and now I've downloaded some videos. I don't know which order to play them in, but we'll just see what happens. So we're tackling the Argentina Anti-Black chants. For those who don't know, the FIFA chants. There's big events in football. One is based in South America, one's based in Europe, and they happen at the same time. And they're not actually playing each other, but the Argentinians thought it was necessary to I guess mock them. Let's see this guy's Insta. He'll break it down, and then we'll whatever. Let's give it time to load. You know what? Let me go next door.
Here's a video for you to watch.
Corra la ola, juegan en Francia pero son todos de Angola. Qué lindo es, van a correr. Son cometraba como el puto de Mbappé. Su vieja es nigeriana, su viejo camerún.
No, bueno.
Pero en el documento.
No, bueno.
Nacionalidad francesa.
Chao, listo, no.
Those were Argentinian fans after their country's World Cup victory in Qatar against France in the final. But it's not only the fans. Here's a video of the actual team singing the same racist chant after their recent win against Colombia in the Copa America final. The French Football Federation announced that they will take Argentina's Football Federation to court for its abusive and racist remarks. I mean, I could say some things about the French Federation too, and their own discriminatory policies towards their Muslim and Black players, but we can leave that for another time. English club Chelsea is also investigating the video, as its £100 million signing Enzo Fernandez was the one taking the video while singing with his teammates. After the season he's had in the Premier League, yet another proud moment for him. I'm sure his Black teammates back in London like Disasi, Fofana, Gusto, Nkunku, Saicedo, Jackson and Reece James will have some words. Not to mention Cole Palmer, who's of Afro-Kititian descent. Some have already unfollowed him. From my side, a few comments are necessary though. First off, maybe Enzo forgot that his GOAT, Messi, has an Italian father and a Lebanese mother. His paternal grandparents' roots can actually be traced back to England in the early 1900s. So yeah, not exactly an indigenous native Argentinian. I mean, if we really want to get into it, Argentina, the whitest team in South America, is only that white because of Spanish colonization and Italian migration. Fun fact, in 1778, Afro-Argentinians formed almost half the population of Argentina. Anti-blackness policies succeeded in reducing them to 30% of the population by 1816. When the country gained its independence from Spain, racial politics and alleged extermination campaigns then saw them steadily wiped out and their rich Black culture erased from the nation's collective consciousness. Recent statistics show that Afro-Argentines now only make up 0.4% of Argentina's total population, making it the whitest country not just in Latin America, but the whitest outside Europe. Here's another fun fact for Enzo and his boys. Diego Armando Maradona, the real GOAT, was actually found to be an Afro-descendant, according to results from a DNA test. So maybe you, man, should make a chant about how half the team should go back to Italy and the other.
Funny that Diego Maradona, I actually watched a documentary about him. Funny enough, it was on Prime, and they had footage of him talking or something, and he was doing quotes, and then he referred to himself as, I think, like African or something, or a black child from the slums. He said something, and I didn't really get it, but then in context, so extreme is Argentina that that's how, you know, even people such as himself seems to it. London, next Argentina. There you go. Big up Empress Kushti. Always important to see the sister in the house. But yeah, so that was interesting. Diego Maradona, he was, if you know who Messi is, he was the Messi before Messi. They say he was the second best player of all time behind Pele. It was back in the olden days. But he identified, finding as an Afro-descendant. I think they forced him to do that because he could never be accepted as white back in those days, isn't it?
The other half trace their roots back to those brothers you're making fun of in Angola. But you know, my boy, it's like the old saying goes. Mexicans descend from the Aztecs, Peruvians from the Incas, but Argentinians descend from ships from Europe. Hold on 1 second. Little gift from Vinicius. Looks much better, doesn't it? I'm Ahmedinho El Fenomeno. That was Africa in 90.
Yeah, Argentina,
until the next one, fam.
Argentina, very, let me close that down. Remove. There you go. Yeah, Argentina, very interesting because, yeah, they're the most European South American, and especially for identity and lineage. But yeah, and I think the Nazis, it was one of the places the Nazis went in hiding after the Second World War. So, you know, but then there was one thing. There was a very interesting video where a guy was talking. Let me see if I can play and then stop it here and there. Even the song is anti-black. What the lyrics say actually are true. Yes, that's the thing we were saying. It's an interesting thing because we were talking about this kind of double dilemma concept where, apart from the mean-spirited anti-blackness in the song, it is true in the sense they're saying, you know, your mother's from here, your father's from here, but you're playing for here. So there's truth. But obviously, this is what you call what do they call that word? A backhanded compliment, or maybe not. I don't think it's a compliment. Well, something like that. Is it a backhanded compliment? Maybe, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's an interesting thing, and it also brings up to another discussion we can have here today, which is you know, did I post it? I did post it. The whole concept of people being born in the diaspora and then playing for the country they migrated to, the colonizing country in its history. So, you know, you see a lot of the black players in the UK obviously come from either Africa or Jamaica. I'm sorry, Jamaica, but Caribbean, not just Jamaica. Although there was a few Jamaican. I think Ian Wright was Jamaican, and I think he might have played for England a few times. I think the rules they have. I was discussing this on the forums. I think the rules they have in the FIFA is, and it's not like rugby and other sports. I think once you play for one country, you're not allowed to play for another one. I don't know if they've changed that, but I think that's what it was. So then you might have someone like Ian Wright, who was very good at the time, but he played for England twice or three times or something like that. And I think that would disqualify him from playing for Jamaica. But they might want to play for Jamaica. I have no idea. But this would be good techniques to get players, you know, get certain smaller countries up. Now that FIFA's actually widened the World Cup to have more countries, you're more likely to get the smaller Caribbean and African nations qualifying and all that good stuff. Now, what was I trying to do? I was trying to... the more things I open, the more it's going to slow down this terrible, terrible machine. But let me just see if I can... that's right. Let's put that. Argentina was asylum for Nazis. Unfortunate for I think a lot of Jewish people went there as well. So unfortunate the Jewish community tried to escape the Nazi Germany, but it was actually a place for that where the Nazis went to hide. Terrible. What are you gonna do? So I'm just trying to sort out my machine in the background. I mean, if ever there's something that puts me off doing anything, what is that crap? Get out of it. it's this. If there's one thing I despise, it's slow machines. Just so you know, I spend extra money so my machine can never be slow. So when it's slow, it's like my heart stops. All right, so okay. So I don't want to reset this machine, but whatever. All right, cool. I'm just opening so I can post the link at the top, as you do. But everything in my machine is going at 4 miles an hour. I wonder if I can actually play a video, then reset it, then come back on. Will it shut down the stream if I turn it off? I'm not too sure. Who knows? Who cares? But let me log into my Black Betterment page and then share. Don't forget, this is this is a place where brothers and sisters can actually come on and discuss solutions with the community, set up just for us. And we would like more brothers and sisters to make pages just for this, a constructive online forum. And last week at the 200 show, we did say we want to reach out to other constructive shows and invite them on. Obviously, times are busy and schedule, but I still want to uphold that. This is annoying. This is annoying. Let me, can I log in on my, let me see if I can log in on my phone, which is actually faster than, who's that? Who's that? Oh, yeah, I don't know. How do I log in on this? Let's have StreamYard. Maybe I'll come up there. StreamYard. What's your views, family, about this Argentinian thing? Any football connoisseurs out there who want to give their opinion? What's your views about people in the diaspora, more so from the African countries and the Caribbean countries, playing for England, Spain, the colonizing things? It's okay. Wait, what? How would I get the link? Oh, so if I put the link, it's in the forum, right? So I can just click on it. All right. Oh, but so let me if I click it here like that. Yeah. So what's your views on that? Anyone let me know? That'd be good to know. Let me post it in here, and then I can click in on my phone, turn off the machine, and come back in. That might be an idea. Might be a good idea. This is embarrassingly slow. But yeah, let me know your views and such while I reset my machine to try to save a dying machine from completely just dying live on the net. But yeah, last week we had a 200 show, which was amazing. And we had a very good debate last week. Hey, let me click on that one. So click on that open. No, not that one, not that one. Sorry, family. Give me 17 seconds for this to update. StreamYard, there you go. StreamYard, and then you can click on it like that. I think so. Is it not this? You can just click on it. Oh, whatever. Open, there you go. Right, family. I'm just going to test my phone. I'm almost coming in, then I'm going to reset this terrible machine. Mic check, mute that. Enter. And then I think I have to let myself in this way, don't I? Almost there, fam. There I am. Enter. All right. Big up all the people. I'm just going to talk to myself for a bit. Let me mute this. Mic check. Yo. Okay. Excellent. All right, cool. Now I'm in. Excellent, cool. We're live. Forgive me, family. I'm just going to reset this terrible machine, and hopefully that'll fix something. Right. So you're gonna have to bear with my waffling for a few minutes while it resets. But yeah. So what's the guys' views on that? Let me see if I can click on chat because I'm using my phone now. So if I click on chat, do I see both? Can't see nothing at the moment. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. Players who they're from Jamaica, Dominican, St. Lucia, Trinidad, but they end up playing for England or Scotland or Spain or something. And they're from Africa. And and then what is interesting about this scenario here is the France team themselves. And when we get back, I'll play the others. They were actually playing in the final in South America, but I can't see this crap. They're playing in South America, but they managed to. They think black people were on the line, and I think the main person they made fun of is Beppe. So Beppe, he's I want to say he's from Cameroon. Maybe his dad's Cameroon, but his mum's French. And this is an interesting thing as well about when we talk about the whole ABC community, African, black, and colored, blah blah blah. And are people with one black parent black or white? And black or white? Are they black or whatever? And we had a whole debate, and we had biracial people come on, and heart to heart and stuff. But as we try to tell you, unfortunately, anti-black racist sees all people of African descent similar nature. I think one of the most telling point was it might have been the European Cup last 4 years ago, where three ABC black Sun people missed penalties. One was from Africa, one was from the Caribbean. So one was from the continent, one was from diaspora, and one had one black parent. But it still was, it still was a problem. Log in, please, man. Yeah, so it still was a problem. So, yeah, all right, I've logged in. So now we can test this nonsense works. But yeah, do I get any control in this photo? I don't think I do. It's a shame. But the second topic we're going to cover, I wanted to also play some videos, but I couldn't download them. And it was about, it's more so about, I guess, invite people to cook out the activities we do or we allow that makes non-black people very comfortable to say and do what they want, or to eventually take things or make comments, or even try to emulate certain talking points or talking words and stuff that might be going too far, or even feel they can use terms that might be offensive. We've had history of that as well. Okay, StreamYard, let me try this. I'm almost looking back in, family. Forgive me. I'm just re-entering the studio because enter live. I'm just going to hear the echo. Okay. Hello. Ah, there you go. Sorry, guys, I was talking and I wasn't even entered in the stage. Let me leave this for now. Let me just put that there. All right. Let me close that from that. I didn't even want to close that door. Is there a way I can mute this so it doesn't make noise? Let's turn it down. Yo. That's rubbish, right? Let me leave and then come out or whatever. Get out of it. Anyway, cool. All right. Where are we? Let's see. There's no country that has the problem that scale. Yep, that's right. Now that I've come back, let's see if the machine will glide and be smooth like vegan butter or margarine that's healthy. Whatever. Yeah, so far it's working better, fam. So you're pleased to know I should be able to pin the link. 1,000 forgivenesses. I usually try to spend tip-top money to make sure my machines never fail, but time is against all of us. And even though you might have bought something 10 years ago, 10 years do pass, and the quality does diminish. It does. I should know. Where are we? So let's go to the Betterment Broadcast, which is here. There. And then let's go to the live chat. There we go. I'm going to mute that. And then post. So yeah, now I've done that, hopefully the PDF can be much more smoother. I don't like operating at speed. I think it becomes very helpful to see symbols and stuff. Pin this message. Pin. There you go. Boom. Done. Another thing. Do you guys know about the 12-step program? You know, alcoholics and drug addicts go through. I was thinking of going to do a case study on that just to see if I can implement that to Black people in the sense of how to get Black people to become more synchronized. Maybe something similar. A 12-step. I don't know much about it because obviously I haven't had history in indulging like that. But I think you have to have a partner, don't you? Someone who sponsors you. You check on each other. Just thinking out loud, family, about what maybe a good way of how to keep people on the track of betterment is to have that kind of partnership. Who knows? Just me waffling out there while I get my machine ready. So there we go. So now that I've got this, I'm going to open the video while I find the other one. So yeah, let's open as a. There we go. It should work a bit more smoother now. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Accountability partner. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that's you know because we do a lot of template making and mixing ideas to make new ideas. Maybe that's an idea. Maybe looking at the 12-step program and doing something like that when it comes to making sure that our community don't fall off when it comes to choices and primarily big choices. There we go. Racist foot on that. Oh, flipping no. I just feel like turning everything off, to be honest. Outrage over thingy. Argentina. Let's click on this one. Yeah, I'm going to do some research. I was researching before. I'm researching like quite a few things, just random things that could be very handy. But I might try that. Let's see what video this is. If this even works at all. I mean, the loading process is a nightmare in itself, but I don't know. I think there's an issue with the internet in England. Something about the NHS has an issue with the internet.
Channel, and thank you for watching. Enzo Fernandez saga continues, and it's international now. Everybody is talking about it in every single continent, and it doesn't look good for Chelsea Football Club. It doesn't look good for Argentina national team and Argentina as a country. I've been making few videos in the last few days, but I decided this time to go with Argentina fans' perspective, what they think about the whole situation. Many of them are educated differently. They can say things that can be offensive to other countries, but just because they are close to a certain culture, they see it as a normal thing. So I thought, let me just show you what somebody from Argentina, who is not biased, who got immigrant parent and grandparent, who was born in Argentina, to tell you the story and everything about Argentina. So it's gonna be a reaction video, but I'm not gonna react that much because he explains everything correctly, and we have to give him some power. When you tell the truth like this, people will hate you. His own people.
No, Black people were not sent to.
Come on, mate. Just sorry. I clicked on my finger, skipped it. Sorry about that.
Just that much because he explains everything correctly, and we have to give him some power. When you tell the truth like this, people will hate you. His own people are hating on him right now. You're not gonna get anything. So what we're gonna do is, you go there, you subscribe to his channel, you tell him that I sent you over there to help him because he's an honest young man and he deserves more subs, more followers, because it's not easy to be honest in this business. People are gonna hate you just because you don't tell people what they wanna hear. Let's go.
Juega de playa,
This is a disgrace. I wanted to start off this video by saying that
So this is an Argentinian dude, young boy, I assume. He's going to give his perspective. Well, let's unpack it.
the words that I say after don't get ill-interpreted.
I'm sure it will.
I love my country. I love to be Argentinian. I love Argentina. I love this team. I love these players. I don't know these players to a personal level to know this, but from what I've seen, I can tell that they are good people and that this single moment does not define them and that it's unfair to judge them off of this single moment. This is
very important that this is a person, he's already trying to defend, which, he does. But that's interesting, trying to defend the behaviors of the team.
Still inexcusable. I wanted to go off that. I don't think you can define these players off of this single moment. There is no excuse.
And so it's true. It is bad taste and obviously done for racism, but the words they're saying is true in the sense of the players are not from the country. Well, and that's a bigger discussion we can have.
Excuse for this, and this should be punished. There is no room for racism in football.
Big up, Javan.
And by singing chants like this, you are showing yourself to be extremely uneducated, and you continue to give a bad image to a country that is already perceived in a negative way around the world. And it's the few moments like this that at times make me feel ashamed of Argentina, which I think is a great country that sadly has a lot of stupid people in it. I wanted to record this video without a script and just going off of my thoughts so that it was actually genuine. So that is what I'm doing here, addressing this situation that, dare I say, I think it's extremely unfair that we are focusing so much on Enzo Fernandez just because it was his live stream, because it was...
So I was joining, basically, the Argentine team won a tournament. They sang a song about the French team, about the African players and how they're all from other places and they play for. They're throwing some, I think, derogatory terms here and there, I think, as well.
Basically the entire team going off of this chant, and you can hear it on the recording as well. So I don't want to single out Enzo Fernandez on this one. I think that this is a problem of the entire team and that everyone should take accountability for it, because this goes beyond racism and xenophobia. It's about the lack of education in the Argentine people about other parts of the world and about our own country as well.
He seems to want to be defending Argentina. He is from Argentina.
What makes you Argentine, it's a very vague term. Like, there is no single definition of...
Very good point. Why didn't the Argentinians say anything about the white immigrant French players?
Being Argentine, besides just living here in Argentina. Argentina is almost in its entirety a country of immigrants. My great-grandfather was Italian, and on the side of my grandmother, it was German. Her last name is Schneider, for crying out loud. On the side of my grandmother, her grandparent was also German, a German Jew. And Jews are a whole different topic. I know that Argentina here has a huge Jew population, but I know that in football pitches as well here in Argentina there are anti-Semitic chants. They wear weird hats, they came to invade the country, go back to Israel. You know who you are. So I myself am a descendant of immigrants and I have all different kinds of blood inside my veins. And yet I am Argentine because my parents were born and raised here, I was born and raised here. And that's what defines my nationality. By singing stuff like this, like they are all from Angola, your father is Nigerian, your mom is from Cameroon, and stuff like that, you are showing yourself to be extremely uneducated, because 99 or even more % of the national team in France is born and raised in France. And if that doesn't make you French, I don't understand what it does. And
all right, so I'm not going to comment too much, like I said, because the guy is explaining everything. But I want to go a little bit on some YouTube channels, social media account that made it like, oh, are you ashamed of your origin? Your country is Africa. If you were born in the United States, and you are not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna skip this brother's commentary. I want to hear the Argentinian brother. There we go.
Cup where we beat France in the final. So why is it coming out now? Like that is the part that's make me so confused. Like why are the players even
My interest is when he describes why he thinks Argentina is racist.
singing this? Besides like all the obviously wrong reasons. And like I was saying, this paints a very negative image of Argentina, which is already labeled as a very racist country out there. Now, the reason why people say this is because the black population in Argentina is extremely low. In fact, less than 1% of Argentines are black people. And of course, a lot of people have given their arguments as to why this is the case. Because
very important to see why he thinks this is.
In the mid-19th century, the black population in Argentina was around a third of the population. So the question that everybody asks themselves is, where did all these black people go? People have pointed out that we forced them to enlist into the military and then send them to die in the front lines of the Paraguay War, or that they died in the epidemic of the yellow fever in 1870, or that they were straight up massacred. Now, this is all false. In fact, in the entirety of the Paraguay War, there were only 2 battalions of black people. If you know how military works, an army is composed of divisions, which is composed of regiments, which is composed of battalions.
So he's underplaying this part here.
2 battalions is like a minuscule amount of people in an army. So no, black people were not sent to the Paraguay War in extremely exaggerated amounts to forcefully wipe them all out. And they also didn't die.
So they were sent to die first. Regardless of the numbering, that was the point. But I think he's saying that is not with the maximum of black people left or killed from Argentina.
In a disproportionate way to the white population during the yellow fever epidemic. The explanation as to where all the black people in Argentina went is that they actually didn't go anywhere. They simply got outnumbered during the immigration of millions of poor white European immigrants during the late 19th century.
So we cover this on Brazil, as in getting poorer Europeans to breed with, or to have children with black people, and then you keep that process going. I think this is what he's leading on.
And earlier 20th century. Was this based off of a racist politic? Yes. Domingo Faustino Sarmiento, the president at the time, was definitely a very racist person, and in an attempt to whiten the country, he on purpose chose people from Europe to come to the country. His initial intention was to bring rich people from the United States, the United Kingdom and France. In the end, the country was flooded with Polish, Russians, Spanish and especially Italians. And then those white immigrants mixed up with the black population, and as a result of that, now in Argentina there is a very big mixed race population who don't get counted into the black population surveys. So no, there was no genocide of black people here in Argentina. There was, however, a genocide on indigenous people. This is not a history lesson, but you.
So that's important, because remember, this is an individual, and this is obviously we're going to go in shocking territory, or whatever, but this is a pro-Argentinian person who's trying to apologize for the racism, and he's trying to be kind and all the rest of it. And obviously he's going to word things in a certain way, but as listeners, he just said that people say that there was a massacre of black people, and his answer, regardless of ignoring certain historical facts, was a big reason why I think they said that at some point the black people were at 50%, literally, but why it went from around about 40% to less than 1 isn't because of the war and them being forced to go on the front line and die. The yellow fever, where you're left alone to die, whether it was the fever. It was because they had children with Europeans, and they kept doing that until they don't exist. Now, I won't even argue against that. I think that's definitely a part of it, you know. But I really, that's a part that works in the messages of the narrative that I say week to week. As in, this is an example of how black people can disappear, and the mindset of the community. So you have an anti-black community, as in Argentina, as in they despise black people, and now you have people who are governed by that, who are going to show self-hatred, and they can only really progress unless they do not stick with themselves, whatever. And then before you know what, in a few generations, 40 to 50% goes to less than 1% as pertains to identifiably Black people. So this is a very good case study to do about miscegenation and the history of it, and how anti-Black racism could play a part in the disappearance of an ethnic group. But let's carry on listening just for giggles.
Have to know that it happened, and it's a very bad stain in the history of this country. The Native Americans were almost entirely wiped out here in the country. But now, is Argentina actually a racist country? Yes, it is, but just as much as almost every other country on earth. In fact,
very good point. What he means is European countries.
Argentina abolished slavery in 1813 before it was even an independent country, and made it a constitutional amendment in 1853 when we finally stopped having civil wars. Argentina has given refuge not only to people from Europe but from South America as well. A huge population of Peruvians, Bolivians, Paraguayans, Venezuelans have come to Argentina and are calling it their new home. And Argentina are giving those people all of the benefits. People from neighboring countries even cross the border to receive attention.
Keep in mind, this is not including Black people.
At the hospitals, since we have public health care. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there have been multiple Argentinians who have died at the doors of hospitals in Bolivia after they were neglected attention. So yes.
So I think what's happening is Argentina is known as the world's most racist country in the Americas. And he's trying to defend them, it looks like. And one defense he's saying is, look, we let white people from around their country come in, and we gave them, full citizenship. But when we go to their countries, they don't give it back. But once again, Black people are excluded from this example of the goodness of Argentina, it seems.
Argentina has a lot of racist people. I don't want to hear again that we are the only country in South America that is racist. So
what this gentleman is saying is, yes, they're very racist, but please don't think that we're the only ones. And this is a very important argument that I hear a lot. Very important argument, and it's I guess at this point what I'm trying to do is establish ways of communicating with Black people to get us on code to be Black focused and Black first. And I think these kind of narratives are important. See, the chant wasn't about immigration, it was about anti-Black chant, hence why they didn't speak about the white French immigrants. As by J. Van Garvier. Carry listening. So yeah, and what's important, and this is, I know I keep repeating stuff, but I think so. One of the goals of Black Betterment, and it's very important, is how do you get Black people to get organized and create ideas and institutions that work in Black people's collective best interest, and that's whether you're in the diaspora or in a country or anywhere, really, as in like wherever you're at, you have a unity kind of mentality, and the whole basis of Black Betterment is to train a culture or a lifestyle where Black people, no matter where they are constantly looking. So the reason why we play these things is to show how on code non-Black people are. So this individual here, he's probably a very nice person to his surrounding people, and even though he's telling you, yes, he can't lie, he knows Argentina is racist, but he's still trying to that I still, that it's what I am. I can't change it. It's just my people, and just so you know, we're not the only ones. So every European-led nation in the world is this way, and so this more so is to get through to the Black people that collectively Black people have no friends. In his explanation about how kind they are, he demonstrates he's kind to non-Black people. But obviously Black people not so much. And this is something that's been going on since the forming of Argentina and many of the surrounding nations as well. So this is why this case study is important. And it's important that when we're fighting over, is someone African, is someone Black, is someone colored or biracial? Yes, these are important titles and important cultures, important differences. But ultimately, when the world is setting up their institutions and their ideas to destroy Black people, that three dominions, those three concepts there are weighted in. So that's why Black Betterment uses the term the ABC community, the African, Black, and colored, or colorful, or whatever you want to use it. and that should really represent the black person born in the motherland, the black person born in the diaspora, and the person of black ancestry, one black parent, whatever. So regardless of what you call yourself, this life starts for you. And hopefully these videos are demonstrating why we have to feel this way, if that makes any sense.
Or people from the US, the UK, Spain telling us that we are racist. Look within your own borders first, and then when you have solved your own issues, come criticize us. Now,
not the generalize. There are all a lot of Nigerian Chelsea fans defending Enzo Fernandez and abusing Wesley Fofana, who called out racism.
I derailed a lot from the actual situation at hand, which is this chant. And I really thought that this...
Yeah, so as you can tell, the guy is a mix. Like he's from everywhere, He got the blood from...
He's not from everywhere. He's a white person. And that's the thing. I know this gentleman must be very new to anti-black, analysis, but yes, he might have a parent from Germany and a parent from Italy, but he's still registered as a white person. And when he was defending and giving examples, he was giving examples of white people reacting to white people. This concept is black people being mistreated by white people, because that's essentially what it was. And that's the history of racism, that left versus right, black versus white, all that kind of stuff. It's literally that dynamic. So let me see.
Pretty much all over the world. He was born over there in Argentina.
Yeah, all right, bro. We're gonna skip that for a bit. Is that all of his stuff? Cool. Can't find another video. Blah blah blah. Sorry, my machine is terrible. But let me see video. I did download some other stuff. What is it? What is this other stuff I got? If it even play, let me see. Hold on. What is this?
Once again,
Let's just the news.
I'm embarrassed
Is this
that
news?
Argentinians are...
Maybe I shouldn't play it because it looks like a professional. I haven't blackified it, so it might get jumped or some rubbish. Forget it. And I can't keep stopping the start because of my machine. So, is there any other one? Let's see. Seen that one. Seen that one. So, what is this one then? What's this one? This is.
Do you support Argentina?
All right, so we saw that one. So, what's this one then? Oh, must be this one then. It's Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera's probably got. Is it this? Is this like This must be. Is it Instagram? This. I'll try and move this. Oh, come on. The song makes offensive remarks about French players of African heritage. They play for France, from Angola. Oh, it's this lyrics, right? The lyrics also French is Calamape. The song streamed on Instagram. Chelsea's midfielder Enzo Fernandez, whatever his name is, his French Chelsea teammate Wisely Fowler called it something racist. I missed the word. He is three French Chelsea players who have since I've followed him on Instagram. The French Football Federation says it will fire illegal play. The song is thought to have first words from Argentinian fans at the 2020 World Cup 22. They're apologizing, saying there's no excuse for blah. So it's just a song. No, if you can speak, what they speak Spanish, I believe. I think it's Spanish they speak. Yeah, Spanish they speak. Yeah, Spanish they speak in Argentina. All right, let me see if I can actually put up my thing now. Share screen. If it slows down, I'll get rid of it. Yes, please share the screen. I'm tired now, man. I just want to go to bed. Lala links, by the way, and if anyone wants to jump in and give their opinion, especially football fans, I'm sure you know more than me. There we go. Let's see if that works. Looks like is it slow? It's still a bit rubbish. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it for now. Let me make this small so I can see it. Argentina. So yeah, that's the topic, family. Now, I'm looking to go bed like at any time. I just can't be. If anything that demotivates me from doing anything in life, just so you know, in future, right, it's a slow machine. It just drives me crazy. I spend unnecessary large amounts of money that I don't have to make sure my machine never slows down. And when it does, it's mind-boggling. And this internet speed in this area is terrible as well, which is that's I can write a book about that. But anyway, that's me rambling. Yeah. So, what's your views? Views on Argentina anti-black chants. We discussed the anti-black chants in football, playing for colonizing countries, and the history of anti-black racism in Argentina. We have covered the Argentinian film before. Some ladies did a really good documentary about Argentina. Very good one. But I think the documentary we covered was about like the disappearing blackness in South America, or the hidden blackness in South America, something like that. But very interesting stuff. Did I download the Haiti one? I probably did, but I just didn't. I should have really put. I didn't put it there. Anyway, whatever. So. And then I wanted to get more videos on the second topic, which I haven't been able to get because the links I got, they were snipped from a longer video, so I couldn't get out. And I'm with my machine playing up, I just couldn't be asked. But it was entitlement to black spaces. We discussed what actions lead to non-black. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that read. So once again, as I tell you, when it comes to my algorithm, obviously pops off. I've got a whole load of whatever. Let me click on my account. So yeah, when I was on my Raven account, I was getting a lot of, I get a lot because of what I click on the whole black man marrying black women and marrying white women and saying it's the greatest and all that good stuff. But I think I made a comment as I recommended for those to do, and it always triggers mass insults and mass abuse, and that is, congratulations on your loved one, it is, but do you support reparations to your husband's or your boyfriend's people? To which abuse came down. But I got a whole ultimately the answer was no, which is what I'm trying to, I guess, which is the picture I'm trying to paint here with everything we're showing, that no matter what goes on, collectively black people have no friends. It's a very important idea to remember, and because of that, big up that one. Because of that, we have to have ideology that makes us stick together. Also, big up the black woman. Yep, of course. I'm just looking at a few comments. Sorry, family. So I can see some of this. Okay, I get quite a lot. So if I lose them, that's what happens. So once again, I'll no, go ahead.
So it's comments like.
Oh, I'm still getting images on that. My days. And if you ask non-black people about reparations, they're like, this is what you get. You get. Do you agree with paying white people, an example being Irish, being paid reparations, or Asians? Are you aware there's more slavery now than ever? Do you want to live? Do you want to leave race out of it and say reparations should be paid to the enslaved? Or do you want to research, rethink, apologize to the internet for your idiocy, whatever? Yeah, your idiocy, the irony. Yeah, the idiocy. Yeah, yeah. That was a comment amongst many. I'm just reading as they come in, so I haven't seen half of these. You pay for whatever. I mean, I do get a lot of comments and stuff, man. Damn. Man, I can't go back that far. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I can't see this. But anyway, that bleeds into discussions of, but also bleeds into a feeling of entitlement. So obviously when people marry out, some of their partners might feel they have more a chest to speak about and to black people about black issues, and maybe even use certain tones and certain words and things to make them feel accustomed, and sometimes that could be patronizing. So I wanted to cover that, and there were some videos I had that someone posted, but I haven't got them. So, but once again, family, before I literally nod off here, bored and completely frustrated with this terrible machine I have, that I'm just going to start punching when no one's looking. Feel free to jump in. This show works much better when I'm not waffling to myself about my problems in life, but more so when the family jump in and we discuss solutions. And You know, because if not, I'm just going to keep waffling about the campaigns I'm on, which is the Black Love campaign, which is, blah, blah, blah. But if there's anyone who has an opinion, who probably knows more than me about football, feel free to jump in. Anyone's opinion on this fiasco? Let's also talk about Argentina in general. Let us know. Not to generalize, there are a lot of Nigerian Chelsea. Okay, we've read that one. So, yeah. Man, it's better than normal, but my goodness, is this slow. I hate this. I absolutely. If I click on unshare, stop sharing. Click on unstop it. It's gonna all stop. So that shows me that the share screen functionality is the issue. I mean, should I? You know what? I'm gonna do it now officially. I'm gonna actually go back to the old software I was using. This is Google. It's called. I remember we jumped ship because I think we ran out of space or time on StreamYard. But I'm gonna go and test that one next week. I'm gonna have to. It's not as friendly in so many areas, but this slowdown that I'm experiencing, is it the net? Is it the net? It can't be. Okay. I don't even know. But anyway, family, let me stop waffling to myself. If you guys got any questions, feel free, or I shall cut in 5 minutes while I when I cut, maybe I'll spend half an hour testing out the other software, so I'm not so, disheveled when I'm using this terrible stuff. But I'm going to Google it now. I'm just going to Google the 12-step program. This is another random thing, but you guys are including my random thoughts. 12-step program, and that is, I was thinking maybe so the what I'm thinking of is the problem with Black people, from what I can see, when it comes to you want to be activists and you want to change the world, all that good stuff, is mechanisms in place that keep Black people grounded and consistently trying to look for solutions and rules and stuff, right? And the primary rules, as I can see, is Black families, how to create Black family and a constructive one. Black health, how to be healthy and mentally and physically, and then Black economics, how to each one teach one, network, progress, learn a field, use the money to build up your community and the infrastructure, and then use that to be political, blah blah blah. And I think the more I start getting, the more you start seeing many people are not synchronized with anything like that, and they're more synchronized to other things. So I'm looking in the 12-step program. Let me read it. 12-step programs are an international mutual aid program supporting recovery from substances such as addictions, behavioral addictions, and compulsions, right? Developed in the 1930s, the first 12-step program was Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, founded by Bill Wilson and Bob Smith, aided in its membership to overcome alcoholism. So that was an issue they were going through. Since the time, dozens of organizations have been derived from the AA's approach to address problems as varied as drug addiction, compulsive gambling, sex, and overeating. All right. All 12-step programs utilize a version of an AA-suggested 12-step published in the 1939 book, Alcoholics Anonymous, the story of how more than 100 men have recovered from alcoholism. As summarized in the African American Psychological Association, APA, the process involves the following. This is interesting. This might be a good thing to. You're literally stumbling on scholarship here now, as a family of us trying to remix, to refix, and all that good stuff for Black people. Could we use something like this and remix it for Black women? So let's see the things. So this is the process involves admitting that one cannot control one's alcoholism and addiction compulsion. So the first step, they say, is admitting that they can't control it. Interesting. Coming to believe in a higher power that can give strength. I think they've removed that one, haven't they? But maybe not. I don't know. Interesting. Examining past errors with the help of a sponsor, experienced member. Making amends for these errors. Learning to live a new life with a new code of behavior. And then helping others who suffer from alcoholism, addiction, and compulsion. So that's the process. So where's the 12? Is there 12 steps in all? Let me see that. Is that? I'm now seeing number 12 steps. So the 12 traditions accompany 12 steps to provide guidelines and group governance. They were developed in the AA in order to resolve conflicts in areas of public politics, religion, and finance. Okay, so number one, our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. This stuff can really be rewritten for Black people. For our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God, as He expresses Himself in our group, our leaders, who we trust, servants, and blah blah blah. The only requirement, and number three, the only requirement for AA members is the desire to stop drinking. So maybe something like that, the desire for Black people to collectively improve, something like that. I'm just trying to remix it, Each group should each group has but one primary purpose: to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Also, that's that. There you go. So, what within this 12-step promotion of Black betterment and how to improve seems to be there. You go. An AA group ought to never overdose, finance, or lend the AA name of any related facilities outside the enterprise. These problems of the money, property, and prestige avert us from our primary purpose. I don't know if I read that right. Every AA, number 7, every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. So I think this sounds like it's like almost like an institution now, or the way it's talking. Alcoholics Anonymous, because maybe that's what it is. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Interesting. AA as such ought never organize, but we may create service boards and communities directly responsible to those they have served. Number 10, Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence AA name ought to never be drawn into public controversy. So that's important. How not to politicalize the AA stuff because it might muddy it. Our public relation policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always to maintain personal autonomy at the level of press, radio, and films. And then number 12, autonomy is the spiritual foundation of our tradition. Never reminded us to the place principles before personalities. Never reminding us to the place principles. Never. Oh, that's so my eyes, mate. Yes, ever reminding us to place. My eyes are mad. Ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. I need to read this in my personal time just to break it down. But okay, but maybe something similar-ish. Like a way of writing, as in. But I'm more interested in that concept of having a partner or a sponsor or something like that. Like that might be an idea. That might be a really good idea. Like create a way of operating where someone is looking out for each other to make sure that you can always. Like, I'm thinking of doing this, but will it compromise Black betterment? Will it compromise the community? Will it undermine stuff? That might be it. That might be an idea. I don't know. Just randomly waffling there while time ticks. But family, we've come to the end of the 1 hour waffle that I tend to do. And this is a show for all to jump in to give your opinion as we try to find templates, frameworks, and codes that improve Black people. But you guys, it's about you. So if you wish to come and give your opinions and stuff, you most certainly can. Now, my machine is a joke at the moment, as it tends to be time to time. So I'm promising next week I will be using the old software. And hopefully that will make some kind of difference. If not, I might just go mad. But if you wish to jump on and say something, please do. You guys are important, so important. One thing I'm trying to do, and I'm doing it, but obviously, you work and you've got community stuff to do and family issues to sort out. Before you know it's Friday again. And, so I'll be honest, anyone who tries to do, and I think a lot of you know, when you try to do any kind of consistent thing, it can be challenging. It can be very hard to research and keep up and message people back and try to get guests and try to get video editing, graphic designing, software testing because they never work like now. It can be a lot, and you're doing this all pro bono because you love black people and you want to, create. You want to be on the good side of history, and make sure you leave the world a better place than you join it as a brother and sister. But yeah, it's can be a lot. It can be a lot to do, and for you guys to understand. But that's why we recommend teamwork, and that's why you can always use this place as long as it's constructive as a method to have your own talk. You can have your own spot. You can talk about what you want. You can try to even ask questions about the ideas that is promoting the show. Get things clarified, but just have a good banter, whatever, right? But this place is for you guys. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. And the truth of the matter is, in the black community, the people who want to be synchronized and want to spend a long time working on the community, because we remember the ancestors, we remember what black people go through, and we remember that Argentina don't need to sing no song on no caravan trip to know that collectively black people have no friends. It's always been done, but we delude ourselves, and unfortunately we can delude ourselves for a long, long time and give away much of our energy and resources building other people's communities and not focus on our own families, our own institutions. And then before you know it, we have culturalized a lifestyle of struggle. So this broadcast is used to reverse that and to create and form a lifestyle that we can promote amongst the diasporans, amongst everyone in the world of African descent, black descent, colored descent, whatever, to practice black betterment. There's black people helping black people on black issues whenever it's constructively possible. There you go. So let me know if you guys have any questions you wish to push. If not, and also if I keep forgetting to ask. Share. There you go. I keep forgetting to ask, but any shows you want us to go away, mate. That you want us to reach out and invite to the show, or us to take stuff from their show. What is that? Please, I don't want to share that. Cancel. Why are you coming up? Yeah, please let us know. So we can approach and give flowers to the family who are doing constructive stuff and ultimately create a good network. I'm dead tight now. But family, I am going to kick. I've shared the link, and we get rid of these videos one by one before I finish. If you wish to jump in, you most certainly can. We've covered the Argentinian stuff, hopefully as much as I knew. But this 1 hour show, we're gonna have to go, But I've written down now notes. Check out the other software because this one's terrible. And I've also randomly Googled the 12-step program, see if that something like that could be integrated into keeping black people synchronized with black betterment. And if you guys have any ideas, let us know. And if you guys want your own intro or you want to talk about stuff, you can always just message me on Rap Raven or Black Betterment on Instagram. If you want us to cover you want to talk, or you want to have an hour or whatever dedicated to something you're talking about. And we shall, because this is about you guys. But I'm going to go now and I'm going to fix this stuff because it's annoying me. So until then, family, Black Betterment, I've got a big weekend this weekend. Let me go to bed now. I need to go to bed now. Anyway, for all Black Betterment and Black Betterment to all, have a good one. I'm going to end the stream. There you go.